metal. Metal will live on. Punk rock tried to kill the metal, but they failed as they were sliced to the ground.
Alright, that's what we got. Let's get the overlay done. And the bench all cleared off. And we'll stick it up there and see what it's going to look like. I think it'll be fine. Well, way better than what we got now. Because what we got now is these planks. These 2x6, I guess. 2x6s. 2x6 planking. And you know, cracks in between. All your dust and dirt and nails and screws and oil and everything else falls down into the drawers. Into the drawers, you got like gasket material and where you get tools and stuff like that. Anyway, it all falls down there. So let's get this, let's get that bad boy up there. See how she fits up. Also got my overlays are done. So I got my diamond plate, chair plate, whatever you want to call them. Over here on your stand-ups. Just stick that there. You can have a look at that. Not that it's a big deal or anything, but it just covers your 2x4 stand-ups. Just adds to the whole effect. It's not like it's any stronger. And what else we got? We got the drawer front overlays. Which again, same deal. You got your two drawers, and then you got your drawer front overlays. Then the handles will go on and all that kind of stuff. And but we'll start with the bench overlay first. That's the important part because that's actually functional, and the rest is just cosmetic. All right, get you on. Alright, so there you go, guys. That's you know, the fronts, the drawer fronts, and the upright fronts are just kind of they're just sitting there, obviously, because I'm not going to hold them on there with locker pliers. So what's going to happen is screw that that overlay to the wall yet. Probably, let's see, I won't have to screw the lip in because it's not flimsy material. It's like 14 gauge I ended up with there. I was thinking on 12, but 14 ended up being more than good enough. Got the uprights, got to do a little trimming on the uprights yet. So as you can see, I'm out by, I ran them on the shear. Yeah, I'm out by like a, what would that be, like so underneath there, not even a 16th, maybe like a, well, it ain't a 32nd either, so somewhere between a 16th and a 32nd, I guess. Not very much, a hair. Ah, hell, we'll just make it a 16th and call it done. And so what are we gonna do for those? I'm going to drill some holes. So I'm going to figure 6 holes, 2 in the top, 2 in the mid, 2 in the bottom, and we'll drill them through, and then we'll just kind of chamfer the holes. Chamfer, is that the word? Countersink. You call it countersink, I guess. Taper countersink the holes, and then we'll use taper screws. So you just get nice flush fit, you know, have screws sticking up. So we'll do that for all 3 uprights. The drawer fronts, we'll do that. Not much need to do a whole lot there. It's going to be the same story. Before screws. Might go with 6, but 4 screws we could get away with. 6 would go with 2 on each end and 2 in the middle, like on the top and bottom. Same deal. Taper countersink. Put the handles. Am I going to use the same handles? Yeah, I don't know. I might make up a handle. Not sure. Just decide what I got. Might use some old wrenches for handles or something and put some bends in them. You know, if I got little wee wrenches kicking around, just put bends and mount those. That might be kind of neat. Who knows? Or just go with the same hinges I got, because I'm sure as hell not going to Home Depot and spending $5 a freaking drawer pull. That's ridiculous. Matter of fact, I could just make some of the rod. I got a flat rod here. I got some aluminum flat rod here I could make, or I got some aluminum round rod. I could do the same thing, but yeah, probably some 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, maybe even flat rod, aluminum flat rod. Just put the bends. Again, same thing. Put them on the brake, kick them at a 90, and use those. So, just not sure yet. Just wanted to stick them up there and see what they look like. We'll pull the drawers out. We'll paint behind the drawers. You know, on the front plate behind the drawers, your kick plate, basically for the drawer stopper plate. What do you call that? What's the name? Stop? Drawer stop? I think they call it. If you got a door in a house, it's a door stop, so the door can't swing all the way in and bust your hinges out of your nice mortises that you just spent an hour doing. So yeah, that's where we're kind of at. I guess I'll do a follow-up to this when it's all done, and I'll probably have it done this weekend, maybe Sunday night, and if not Sunday, then oh yeah, oh, excuse me, it's Friday. I had a long day. Oof, tired. It's almost midnight now. Almost midnight. No drinks today. Too tired. Gotta get a good sleep. So anyway, yeah, that's it. That's our that's the big update here. So that's the fronts, and like I said, we'll paint the drawer stops so it doesn't stick out like a sore asshole. You know, all that wood behind there. And that is it. Anyway, hope you guys are having a good Friday night. And maybe I'll stick this up tonight. I got a couple other videos in the can that I haven't got around to putting up yet, but they are done. Just update kind of videos, things like that, because not a whole lot of progress. Still working on some stuff. Not a whole lot of progress. Got a full-time job, you know. Got to go to work every day. And then come home and do stuff. You don't have to do stuff. You know, you can always come home and sit in front of the TV, I guess, if you wanted to. But yeah, that's exciting. Watch another episode of Desperate Housewives or Dancing with the Stars. Entertainment. Anywho, welder shit the bed the other day. The primary and secondary coil in there. Primary, secondary transformer, I guess it would be. I guess it steps up through each transformer to your max welding amp. Anyway, primary transformer had some loose connections inside there, and managed to trace it back through, and found some loose wires in that primary transformer, and fixed that up, and now it works. It works good, but it's got its limitations. So I would really like to get a new welder, and that may be in the future. If I can swing it somehow, that'd be nice. I'd like to get a new welder and get it on the gas. This one just uses flux core, which, you know, no matter what you do, using flux core, you never ever get a nice weld. You always get a shitty spattery weld. The only place that gas isn't good for is working outside. You know, it gets windy. You just end up blowing the gas off the end of the nozzle, and you get a worse weld. Believe it or not, you get a worse weld with just straight wire than you would with flux core wire. But you know, for this one, I've had this one for a long time. I'm thinking 50, no, man, more than that. 17, 18 years I've had that welder. Freaking near 20 years I've had that welder. And it's done pretty good. It hasn't welded a lot. I bet you I've only went through like 4 spools. but it's been dependable, and it actually, compared to a lot of other welders that I've used, this deck start, it's a 120 volt unit, so I can't crank it up to like 160 amp or anything like that. That's max amp. Is I believe it's 85 max amp. So yeah, it's not. You can do like quarter inch. Yeah, quarter inch on a double pass probably you could do. It's good for light duty stuff though, tacking, stuff like that, little small little projects. But it has actually been good. You can dial it in really well with the wire feed and the heat. If you've ever done any welding, you can always tell the difference when you're welding, whether you're a little bit slower, you're a little bit fast, or you're a little hot, or a little cool. But anyway, enough on that. Like I say, it would be nice to you never know, to look around and see what's out there, and get on the gas. Maybe. Anyway, that's it, guys. That is it for tonight. And yeah, said my goodbyes. Cut it short. Friday night. Mahalo. Catch you later. Good night.